Tim Dunlap with Adventure Vehicle Reviews, here with Jason from King Off-Road Performance Racing Shocks. It's an awesome time to be here. We're here at SEMA 2017.
Yes, sir.
And Jason, why don't you tell us a little bit about your King Off-Road shocks?
So what we've got on display here at SEMA, we have some new products. We decided to go big with some of the shocks that we have here on display. We're going with 3-inch bodies, so it's a much larger diameter. You get a larger piston, more fluid capacity. On top of that, we have a new design on the bottom of the shocks that allows you to adjust the preload or change the vehicle height. A little bit easier than our previous design. Most of our new 3-inch shocks are coming loaded with a bunch of features in them.
Yeah.
They're coming standard with fin reservoirs. They're coming standard with our compression adjusters. We have these really cool nameplates that go on them and mounting brackets as well. There's just all of our top-of-the-line technology. We basically take all of our racing knowledge and experience that we have, and we compact it down into a simple bolt-on package for your passenger trucker.
That's awesome. That's awesome. About how many years have you spent developing, this kind of technology through racing?
Well, a lot of our OEM applications, we spend several months tuning each application. We want to make sure that...
Like for each specific vehicle?
Yes. We don't just take a shock off the shelf, stick it on a vehicle and say that's going to work and call it a day.
Right.
We spend months tuning every application. We do street, off-road, we do desert, we do dunes, we do trails, every type of terrain you think you can hit. We make sure that shock ride's perfect on that.
Right, and so when you're talking about, a conventional truck that comes straight off the, factory floor, is this the type of shock that you can bolt on?
Yes, yeah, all of our OEM performance kits are designed to be bolt-on applications. So you can basically take your factory shocks off, install the King shocks on there and go to town.
That sounds awesome. As obviously with Adventure Vehicle Reviews, we'll take, this vehicle out in the middle of nowhere. We don't know what kind of terrain we're going to encounter, so it's good to have a high-performance shock that can obviously tackle any type of terrain that's thrown at it.
Shock is going to be more stronger than the vehicle itself, I guarantee that.
So what kind of benefits, will you have with going with a shock like this?
So all of the King shocks, even if you don't go with our newer shocks we come out with SEMA this year, which are the larger 3-inch bodies, all of our current OEM performance kits are all 2.5-inch bodies. Most of the OEM shocks they supply are very, very small, 2-inch, single tube shocks. And so you get really small shaft diameters, you get very, very little fluid capacity. The curves on there are really meant for compliance for the street. And so when you upgrade to our 2.5-inch shocks, you get a lot more heat retention. So you can go out and have a lot more fun in that shock before you get any fade. They're going to be more durable. You're going to be able to have a lot more fun going off-road and trails, robust enough to be able to take it off-road and have the confidence that that shock's going to hold up.
Right. And about what kind of price point are we looking at for something that's like OEM?
So most of our OEM, like front coilovers, they're sold as kits. So there's a front pair and a rear pair we sell them. So front coilovers generally are in the $1,500 to $1,600 a pair. And then if we do rear shocks, most of those are in like the $800 to $850 a pair for the rear shocks. Our new kits that we have, our 3.0s, those are obviously a little bit more expensive. We're doing a lot of upgrades on them.
A lot more high performance.
Yeah.
So you're looking at longer travel also?
Most of our new 3.0 kits, you're getting an aftermarket, you're going to need an upper control arm.
Okay.
It adds for a little bit more suspension droop travel in there.
Yeah.
So that will also increase wheel travel in comparison.
And you're looking at different modifications for each vehicle and swing arms and...
Customers can still do that if they decide to install aftermarket components.
Okay.
Most of our, like I said, our larger 3.0 kits are going to require an aftermarket upper control arm to take advantage of that extra travel that shock's going to offer. The biggest limitation on any suspension is the actual control arms, and limiting how much travel that shock has. So if you get some aftermarket components in there, you can take advantage of more travel in the shock.
Awesome. Well, it sounds like you have an awesome high-performance shock. Obviously, it's award-winning, right?
Yes, sir.
So thank you for talking with us today. We look forward to hearing from you in the future about new technology.
Definitely.
So in the meantime, thanks for being with Adventure Vehicle Reviews today. Again, this is Tim Dunlap. Get there.